you've had so many experiences, painful, glorious. They're all rich. They're all really rich. And there's so much to talk about there. And there's just this part of me that feels like I also want to offer to you, do you just want to talk present time? Like, is that not talking about what happened, or do you like to talk about that?
I mean,
Different aspects. I know it's
Yeah.
so much a part of your story. It just, I think for me, I think about sometimes.
Because people probably always want to go back and talk
Right.
about what happened
And of
with
course that
you.
contributed to
Yeah.
who I am, or how, where I
Yeah.
am. I don't know that I'd be
Yeah.
doing a podcast, but I think the thing is that there is a present time version of you.
Yeah.
Right. That's not about those stories. And so it just kept coming up for me of like, what feels good to you?
I don't mind talking about the past if it relates to something going on in the present, otherwise it just kind of feels like, why are we going there? It doesn't feel like natural or organic, and it just feels like beating a dead horse. I'm a very nostalgic kind of person. Like I don't even know if it's nostalgic, but I do tend to think about the past and worry about the future. And I am trying to work more on just being present
Yeah.
in the moment.
Me too.
But when you have anxiety or when you have trauma, it's very hard to live in the present because you're just always worrying about what's going to happen. But the truth is that if you make the right decision in the present, it kind of ensures that you will have a good future, or you will have the tools that,
Right.
will if anything bad does happen in the future, you'll be able to deal with it.
Right.
You know what I
think
mean?
I think that's the thing. And even sort of going back to what you were saying with parenthood too, of just that sense of not wanting to make a mistake or, instill something in him that then becomes problematic.
I mean, if he became like a horrible man, it would be probably the greatest failure of my life. Like I don't even know how I would deal with something like that. And that is something I worry about so much, because it's like, if I, make this creature or rear this creature to be someone who then goes and harms women the same way I was harmed, it's like, wow, I really, really fucked up, like, it's just, I don't know how I'd be able to like forgive myself for that,
Do you ever think about how you'll talk to him about what's happened to you?
I mean, it's gonna have to happen. I feel like the worst mistake parents make in raising children is like shielding them all the time, and then you just send out a bunch of willfully ignorant people out into the world,
Right,
and
with a
it's like,
ribbon and a medal.
exactly, and a complete false sense of confidence. It's like you kind of have to, like, these are very real things, and they're going to encounter them whether you shielded them or not. So you might as well, give them some knowledge so that they can confidently tackle that situation when it arises, or so that they know how to act in a situation like that and do the right thing, or see, or recognize a red flag, or just have that compassion, where Valentino wouldn't want to do something to somebody because mommy went through that, and wouldn't want to be friends with somebody like that, or would hold them accountable, hold his friend accountable because his mommy went through something like that and it hurt her. So I think I will, it's just about intuitively gauging. If he mentions something, he's ready. If he's asking, he's ready for the answer. Like, I hate when kids are always having to ask their parents the same question and they're like, oh, you're too young. It's like, if they're going to go to Google, and they're going to Google. And you know what's going to happen when they Google? Probably a porn link or something.
Right.
Sick.
I read,
so, like,
my
you have
God,
to
there
just
was a
tell them.
statistic I saw recently. I think this is crazy. I think it's kids as young as 4 are being,
Lured.
are seeing porn for the first time on the internet.
Absolutely.
Like that age.
All the kids go on YouTube, and then one thing, a pop-up, they're like, what's that? And then it's, you just have to be so vigilant these days. I know it's hard to parent, but you got to at least put parental controls on. If you're going to give them the iPad,
right,
put the parental controls.
Yeah.
It takes 2 minutes.
I don't have kids, but I haven't.
Did you not just not, what was that, an intentional choice?
No,
or it just
the
happened
opposite.
that way?
Yeah, I think I really, I joke that I kind of came out of the womb like in a bridal veil and wanting to be pregnant. And so just getting,
Really?
I wanted that, get married, and I wanted 4 children and everything before 30, and
Yeah.
definitely didn't do that. But
Do you feel like that's a failure on your part? Like, do you carry that, or did you pivot and realize that life is so much more than that? Because it is.
right. I
Yeah.
think that there was definitely a period of time that I carried it as a failure,
Yeah.
and as a
And you know what I always tell girls, now that I've seen both sides of the equation, you can live an equally fulfilling life,
yeah,
if not more, without children and without getting married.
yeah. No,
Absolutely.
I
And you
think
know what
there's-
else? All the like old people that live in like old people homes, the people that get the most visitors are people that never had kids.
Really?
Yeah. And it makes perfect sense.
Oh, that's
Because
really
your kids don't come visit
interesting.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
all the
so
relationships
interesting.
you were
Yeah.
able to have because
Mm-hmm.
like now that I'm a mom, I have like 2 friends. Like, it's hard because you're just like with your kid all the time, and not everyone wants to hang out with a baby. I've been blessed that my friends
Yeah.
like we literally grew up together, so like there's no getting rid of me, and they have to accept Valentino, but it's really only because they're forced, because it's hard. It's not that fun.
No, I love kids and love babies. So I think my friends, I was the one who would always be like, I'll go on the errands to Target.
Yeah.
You know.